Wanna drop a little something?
We could both drop something.
Pete, you down?
Yeah.
You don't gotta be long, just a little. I mean,
Could do a little something.
a little something. I'd be interested to see that. That'll be dope though. That'll be dope.
You could rap.
No.
Well, all these songs you listen to, you don't be trying sometimes.
Nah.
You ain't hear this guy, man?
What?
Coldplay, they don't rap.
I'm,
like they don't rap.
I'm into instruments, man.
You feel me? Yeah.
I mean, I can't really play well, but I could come up with a chord or two. Probably put a little bit of keys in the beginning. A little
Just like
something.
a little chorus too. We could give us a bridge or something. I mean,
I could do a little something. It's not completely out the wheelhouse.
yeah.
You feel me?
No, I got faith in you.
Yeah.
I got faith in
you too, man.
Thank you, bro. Goes a long way, you know.
All right, fellas.
Goes a long way. Yeah, we here. We here. Listen,
Let's
they just
get
joined
to
us. They just joined us. They know
You
what's
feel
up. They know we back. You heard?
Welcome back. We back again. We back again.
Breacher
We back
report.
again. Damn.
Yeah, reach your report first thing. All right. Yo.
Oh man,
Yeah,
we back at
man.
it again, man.
We here
Welcome to the Breachpoint podcast, yo.
We here on a Wednesday.
We here on a Wednesday, a little midweek
Wait
pod.
to say we here on a Wednesday.
Yo, it's
We
not.
switched it up.
Yeah, it's
Switched
not
it
every
up a
day.
little.
It's not
Switched it up.
It's not every time we here on a Wednesday. So it's good to middle of the week type of vibe. Hump day vibes.
Pause.
I don't know about hump day vibes,
Yeah,
but
that was crazy.
yeah, it's all good.
That's what they call it. They call because it's the middle of the week.
I got you.
You had to.
All right, bro. I didn't make this shit up. What's up though? How y'all week been so far? You know what's what's new? What's old? What's going on, fellas? Break the ice a little bit.
Well, from Sunday till now, not much really happened, man. I've just been, going through the motions of things.
Going through the motions.
Just going through the motions, life's trying to set myself up for greatness.
Okay.
How does that look like?
Keeping it vague.
Just doing things that, I normally wouldn't do. Just try to put myself in a new space, get my mindset right to, tune to certain things out there. You know what I mean?
Stepping out your comfort zone.
Yeah, a little bit. We speak about that a lot up here, but
What have you done, if you care to share?
From being in the house all the damn time and just wasting the day, I'm taking initiative, go outside a little more, travel, where I can travel, that's convenient for me. Just go outside, be outside, step out of my environment where I'm thinking too much and just go be one with the nature stuff.
Yeah, that goes a long way, man. A lot of people just undervalue how much just some fresh air, a brisk walk could clear your mind.
Yeah.
Get you in a better mood.
Waking up early too.
Waking up early, yeah,
Waking up
for
early.
sure. Waking up early.
Waking up early, you feel like you have the whole day.
Whole day.
What time you wake up?
I wake up around 4:40.
4:40.
Yeah,
What time you wake up?
I'm on the road by 5.
Depends. If I'm gonna hit a morning jog, I'm up at 5. If not, 5:45. Either way, I'm up before 6.
How often y'all snooze y'all alarms?
All the time.
Not very rarely. I'm usually up. My body is just used to waking up at that time, so very rarely do I ever to snooze my alarm.
I snooze all the time, but I get up.
Yeah.
So that was me. About you guys now. About your midweek, activities.
Midweek, so far so good on the week. Nothing out of the ordinary. Work, gym. Yeah, pretty much routine things. I haven't really done anything out of my normal schedule. I have been writing a little more, journaling a little bit. Poems. I've been in my poem bag. Poem bag, I've been in that bag a little bit.
You write your, little haikus.
I mean,
All of that stuff.
A little something, you feel me? Just to express myself, just to get it out on paper.
I smell the trees. I touch the grass. I'm aligned.
Yo, no funny, that tree, we be laughing, oh, the niggas, look at that nigga walking on the grass, no socks.
Grounding,
tree
man.
hugger, grounding.
Grounding.
That stuff does it. Yeah, all that stuff is really good for you, yo.
Nah, it is.
Yeah, man.
I seen it in the book where they're like, that's how you ground yourself. Yeah, I'm more familiar with having your feet touch the floor. Like,
Yeah.
when's the last time your feet touched the floor for real?
No funny, like,
What book was that?
Huh?
What book was that?
I don't remember, honestly.
well, I'm just careful not to do. Well, I don't really do that outside for real. But like when I'm in the crib, I don't like. I just be out walking around barefoot now. You know, just to not even just to like ground myself, just to strengthen my feet. Cause you know we're so used to wearing shoes that have so much padding and stuff. So I'm just trying to strengthen my feet, you know, from the ground up, and then everything above my knees, my ankles, my calves. You know,
We was conditioned for that though. You know, growing up, your parents would tell you, "Yo, put your shoes on."
yeah, you know,
stuff like
and
that.
but that made sense though because you would walk around those shoes and then you would do some nasty shit like get on your bed. You feel me? But now we're adults and we're more mindful of it, so you know we don't do certain things. But yeah, kids used to be bugging, or they would go outside and they're not careful, mess around, step in some glass or something. So I think it was more so from a safety standpoint that our parents did that. I get it. Yeah.
All right. Well, shall we get into it?
Yeah, we've been breached. So
Go for it.
Yo,
anyways,
this guy's good, yo.
the side quest. Have you guys done anything out of your norm within these last 2 years? Say
2 years.
2 years. Have you done something you didn't expect yourself doing?
2 years. Oh,
For the good and bad. One for each.
Good and bad. I'll let you go first. Go for it.
Out of the norm, in the past 2 years, that's a lot of time to even like think about. I'll give you something more recent. Yeah. Going on runs by myself in the morning. It's not something I've ever really done for real. But it's just so good. You you get that body moving so early before work. It's obviously good for your health.
Mm-hmm.
And then it clears your mind, you know. It gives you clarity. My goodness.
You can't be
Yeah, I'm trying to pay attention. You know what I mean? It gives you so much clarity, you know, when you go on that jog and you just clear your mind, you know, and you get your body moving, your heart rate going. And then, I don't know, by the time I get to work, it's like, oof, like I feel good. Like I'm ready to attack the day. I'm ready to, you know, any challenge that comes my way type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just, I'm ready. Now, on the flip side, something bad that I've done that I don't usually do.
Not necessarily bad, but maybe unpleasant.
Unpleasant. I can't really think of anything without incriminating myself. You feel me? Sometimes you gotta just I can't answer that. You feel me? Like I don't think I have anything that I can
Okay.
share on this platform at this very moment. But yeah, I'll pass it to my co-host. You know,
He said, "I can't really give anything without incriminating myself."
He thinking, ah.
Mine is gonna seem like nothing, but it's actually something to me. So that was a crazy way to start.
hey, listen.
No, but I often talk about these podcasts that I watch. So I've mentioned here before, I watch a podcast that's ran by an entrepreneur named Bedros Keuilian. He talks about this concept. Well, it's not really a concept. He just tells you to stop doing it. So we'll start with the bad first, side quest. He calls this act screen sucking.
Hey, yo.
No, seriously. Screen sucking is like you're actively just doom scrolling on social media, spending like hours on like doom scrolling. You're always checking notifications, doing all that stuff. And before you know it, you spent like 3 hours just on your phone doing stuff, laughing at TikToks and stuff like that.
What son's name that coined that term? What son's name that coined the term I don't even want to say it.
Screen sucking?
Yeah, what's
Bedros Keuilian.
Why did he? Why do we have to reinvent the wheel? Why? What is screen sucking? What is that about?
But yeah, so what I've been doing, if we talk about side quests, I've been trying to spend less time on social media if it's not, productive or fueling me to where I want to go. Because a lot of times I'm watching people, live their lives, and by the time I'm done with that, I find myself like being miserable because you may often think, hey, I'd like to be doing some of these things for myself, but it's like you're unmotivated after you watch them have fun, do all this stuff. So he's like, yo, stop doing this act, and you'll find that, you're doing things a lot, better for yourself. And I'm paraphrasing. I'm doing a terrible job at paraphrasing, but this is essentially it.
You're giving us the gist of it.
So that's like really the bad side of it, doing all this stuff with my phone, checking notifications. It rings once, you automatically look at it, you pick it up, you don't put it down for hours later. If it's not helping me, get better or go to where I want to be, just throw it away entirely. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the times, some of this stuff it doesn't benefit you. Yeah. Like you run to a notification, it's saying some BS about something that you don't necessarily.
You're not getting no hitters from girls anyways.
Well, yeah, that too.
So what's the point?
Yeah, so side quests that are good, of course, I put down the phone. I put down the phone, and I'm on a quest to read as many books as I can. Knowledge is power. Applied knowledge is, some other word. But yeah, I'm doing my best to read a lot of books. Go outside.
When you read these books, do you incorporate all their methods? And
I'm actually starting to do that now. So a lot of the stuff, like you could read a book and just not do anything; it just stays on your shelf. But
do you apply what
you gotta apply it? So I'm learning to apply some of the concepts, and which brought us to a topic that we're going to speak about later, but let me not fast forward. But yeah, reading a lot more, going outside, just being one with nature, and going for long walks and stuff like that, trying to get my mind off certain things that have been troubling me lately.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I was actually doing my mini doom scroll that I every now and then do. And
I think you used the wrong term.
Screen sucking. You're screen sucking.
Yeah.
You're screen sucking.
Yeah, that. And I came across this post, and it was, I believe, Miles Davis, and he was just basically saying how he loves knowledge and that whenever he learns something new, like the joy of applying that new knowledge to his own life is just wondrous because you learn things and a lot of times we put on the back burner and it's like I don't know, let's recall back to when we had Benji and Lou up here. It's like you give people the sauce, you give people the
they still won't do nothing.
You give people the play and they won't do anything with it, so I think it's so fly when you pick up the knowledge and you actually apply it to your life, and you actually take those lessons and apply it. I think it's the dopest thing, so applied knowledge is huge, so I concur with that.
And you shouldn't just read a book, just to get back to that point. You should definitely want to study it and take something from it. And, what I've learned is don't try to force it. If you're reading a book, it sucks, throw it away. Well, don't throw it away, literally, but put it on the shelf. Don't go through it because you're not enjoying it. You're not going to learn anything. Exactly.
Don't force it, but I got to push back on that a little bit.
Why?
Because what are you not enjoying about it?
It may not be resonating with you right now, and the worst thing you could do to yourself is just keep going with it because now it's just like, all right, I'm just reading this just to get through it. I'm not really.
Now I'm about to get you.
What?
So with that logic, if I'm in an uncomfortable situation or a situation I'm not familiar with or I'm doing something that I don't necessarily want to do, but it may be good for me, should I just stop?
But not every situation is good for you. What if you're reading an anime book and you're like, I don't want to read this shit?
True, but what if you're reading a book that's filled with knowledge, but for you it's a tough read simply because you don't want to necessarily read it? But it's proven that there's good knowledge in there. It's proven that there's good help in there. But for whatever reason, you just don't have the motivation, you don't have the desire or the interest to read it. Do you force yourself to read it, or do you, for lack of a better term, like Pete said, throw it away? You know?
I don't think you should continue. I think you should definitely, put it down and reassess, go through something else, and maybe if you want to try it again, go for it, because it's just gonna become a burden at that point. You don't think so? Of course you don't think so, because you're refuting it.
No,
But
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
that's what I'm saying. Like you don't think so.
And I'm providing a different perspective, right? Because not everything we do is necessarily not everything that may be good for us is something that we necessarily want to do.
Yeah.
Like we will necessarily have the desire to do.
Yeah, some people don't like eating vegetables, but
you
still gotta eat.
So like if I'm a person that has never worked out before, that's never done anything physical, I go on a treadmill. I don't want to be on that treadmill. I don't want to, run that mile. But do I quit at the first sign of resistance, or should I push through it?
You
Type
got
of thing.
options though. Nowadays, you can get liposuction. You can.
I think that's part of the problem
get it pulled
too.
out.
But does that? Yes, if your main goal is optics and to look slimmer, yes, you could go that route. If your goal is to be healthier, that's not the same result.
It's not. But some people they're not. They rather get rid of the guts and still eat McDonald's.
And that's a different conversation, because we could really get into that. That's a whole different conversation. I don't even want to go into that, and I didn't mean to.
Right now.
But that's a dangerous thing when we want to skip the work.
Try to avoid it.
When we want instant gratification, we don't want to put in any of the legwork. We just want the results. And I think that's the most dangerous thing, because I believe that hard times, I believe that resistance, doing hard things really builds character, and it really it's because there's a saying, it's not necessarily the destination, it's the journey along the way. Who you become while reaching the destination is really the gold in it. It's not necessarily just getting to, like, anybody that's becoming a millionaire. I don't think the millionaire status feels as good if they didn't have to work for it.
Yeah.
Like, I think
it might be ungrateful. You feel me?
they might take it for granted. They might not appreciate it as much. They might lose it just as fast as they got it.
Just like the kids,
Kids that inherit money.
They grow up in, a wealthy environment. So it's regular to them. They don't know how it feels to be broke.
Somebody that got out the mud, somebody that really put blood, sweat, and tears is going to appreciate it, and it's going to feel that much more,
valuable.
Yeah, and joyous if you really have to put in the legwork to get there.
So even in situations where you're not, where you feel like you're not learning anything, you're not gaining anything from it, you think it's the wrong move to pivot? Do you know the saying, and I might botch it right now, but you know the saying, you stay on the wrong train long enough,
I know what you mean. It'll
be expensive to go home?
Yeah, so it's like along the lines of it's better to admit that you got on the wrong train than to stay on, be hard-headed and just like continue. Like I know what you mean.
Yeah,
along that line.
I don't know what that is.
Okay. A lot of times in real time, while we're going through it, we don't realize that is the lesson in itself.
Unless you're conscious enough to understand it along the way.
So you would believe, even if I'm having a miserable time, like this is not working for me, I'm right where I need to be?
But what constitutes is not working?
I think that's like faith. You're in some shit you don't want to be in, and you were able to, strive through it and be proactive and learn throughout the way and get to your destination. I think you're in the right place at the right time.
My thing is, you're reading that book. You picked that book up for a reason.
Okay.
You put it down for a reason too.
Yeah, true, but
You put it down because you felt that it was too difficult of a read. You weren't you weren't getting anything from the read.
It doesn't necessarily have to be too difficult. I feel like that's what we're really running with here. It could just be that some of the concepts right now don't really resonate where I am right now in this stage, this era of my life.
Perfect. I love that. Let's stay right there. So some of that knowledge that the book provides, you don't feel that it resonates with you at the time. Would it not be wise to finish the book receive the knowledge, have the knowledge in the tuck. When the opportunity comes to apply said knowledge, you have the knowledge instead of having to, basically go back to the book at a later time when you do need that knowledge. I'd rather have it in the tuck.
Yeah, but
on reserve.
How much are you really gonna remember? How often do you reread a book?
Not too often. But I love to highlight books. I like to highlight while I go through a book.
I just got into
highlighting. Highlighting is huge for me. Like when I see something that like, oh man, this is gonna be good. I have to highlight this.
You know what I do too? If I'm having a intelligent conversation with people, I'll write down the key moments right on my phone. Mm-hmm. Just because it caught my attention. I'm like, I need that.
Oh, so you're the type like you're having a deep convo, like a one-on-one, everything flowing. You hold on.
Yeah.
No, I think he means like
I'm talking.
Yeah,
I can't. Wait.
Yo, hold that thought. Hey, say that again.
Wait, slow.
I really like when you said that. Say that again.
Yo.
But yeah, bro. I don't know.
I'm just giving pushback just to give pushback because I know what you mean. Like if the book is crappy, listen. I'll put the book down too. I get it.
I know.
Like I have this one book, Black Spartacus, and it's the biography about Toussaint Louverture, and man, that's a hard read. The font is like this. There's so many historical dates, historical locations.
You gotta learn about
it's such a hard read. So I haven't touched that book in over a year. Yo.
If the words are too small, wear some glasses.
Yo, bro,
it's
just a lot. It's like so much. It's like almost too much,
What is it? Too condensed? They got
a lot of information, a lot of facts, a lot of dates, a lot of. It's just one of those reads you really have to like want to read it. Mm-hmm. It's not one.
So
of those
you don't want to read it.
I do want to read it, just maybe not as much as I thought.
It's just not. It's just not for the right time in your era and what you're doing right now.
I see what you're trying to do.
I
can't allow it.
Like the concepts don't resonate with me right now at my current stage of life.
I see
right?
The concepts will always resonate. I'm Haitian.
Of course.
Concepts will always resonate with me.
Yeah.
There'll never be a time where I don't want to learn more about my history.
Yeah,
well, it was last year though. It was last year though. But I know we beat this up, a little too much, and Roby still didn't answer. So we're gonna get back to you if you still want to do your side quest. I just want to ask one more question from the last point you had. Mm-hmm. You said, should we just read this book now and put that information in our back pocket for when we need it? Mm-hmm. Do you just feel like at that point, because I know I would, you're preparing for something that might never happen?
Yeah, but you better have it and not want it than want it
and
don't have it.
Better safe than sorry.
So you think it's better to have
I'm about to be very corny, but I'd rather be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a battlefield.
Huh? I understand exactly what you're saying.
I'd rather be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a battlefield. I'm a warrior. I'm in a garden. There's no apparent threat. God forbid the threat comes. I'm a warrior. I'm ready. Now, if I'm a gardener in a battlefield, what am I going to do? Plant some flowers? You feel me?
You plant your seeds for success.
Okay.
That's not
but no,
that was corny, right? That was super corny.
Yeah. But I was just pushing back just to push back. I get it.
You made some great arguments. I don't want to say you were pushing back just to push back. Pause.
No, I'm telling you, I was.
Oh, okay. I was trying to shoot some milk.
Nah, you don't need to. I'm telling you.
Roby, man. Side quest, good or bad? What do you find yourself doing nowadays? What haven't you done? And what did you stop doing?
For side quests, the good, I would say talking to different people, honestly, like random people in the hallway, the people I work with, like get to know them aside from their work.
Kickbacks. Kickbacks. You like to talk at kickbacks?
Yeah, kickbacks and anywhere else.
You're good, especially at kickbacks.
Okay.
See, you know how you say yo, he works the room.
He's working the room.
Oh boy,
I say that about you all the time.
No, him.
You be working the room.
No.
I the room, bro.
He works the room to a different degree, like a different level. Like I don't think I've ever seen anybody go to work like him. Like when it comes to work in the room.
Well, he's also a DJ.
There was no DJ gig that what I'm referring to. He is not behind the ones and twos on those nights that I'm talking about. I'm just saying, like he knows how to strike controversial conversations. He knows how to engage people. This guy's good, man. He's methodical. He's good, yo. Like he's really.
You leave people thinking.
I try to.
Yeah.
He's good, yo. And a lot of times things go over people's head, but I know this guy well. Like I know him very well.
Like he's saying something.
He's saying stuff. Sometimes they're like, huh? What did he? Oh, I know what he said. I'm not gonna, I'm not here to I'm not here to rat, but I know what he said. This guy's good, yo.
All right, so that was the good, right? That was the good.
I don't like Live said, I don't really have a bad. That
without incriminating yourself.
Exactly.
Got you.
You feel me? So we're gonna skip over that.
All right, we can skip over that. But
to introduce the next topic, what have you guys been doing lately as far as reflection? Do you guys ever take an audit upon your own lives?
Yeah.
How so?
I have. So this, of course, came about. And I'm going to try to keep this short because, I'm a rambler.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I know.
What can we say to, like, cut you off without,
All right.
I'm going to try to do this quick. Watch how fly I am.
Okay, let's see.
Too much pressure.
Now, go ahead. You are too late.
Too much
It's
pressure.
on you now. ISO on him.
Not ISO on me. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, we spoke about, what are we doing nowadays to, step out of our comfort zones. So lately, of course, I've been going on walks, just being with myself, maybe a light little podcast in the ears or nothing at all. And I've been thinking about this question. Well, it's not so much of a question, but I was thinking about like life audits. And let's say if you had to put a certain category and you had to grade it between a scale of 1 to 10, how well would you do? So we had many different categories. We decided on 3. So
you gotta tell them. I know what we did.
Yeah, we decided on 3. So
what them categories look like?
So we have spiritual, finance, and self-discipline. So with spiritual, do you feel connected, to something bigger than yourself? Are you aligned with your values? Finance, are you living below your means? Do you know where your money is going? You know what I mean? And self-discipline, do you keep promises to yourself? If you say you're going to do something, do you do it? Or do you just put it to the side? And are you in control of your habits and desires?
Okay. So let's hear your grades.
So, and I thought of a little fun experiment, There's a certain time, or I would hope, we have like a certain time in our lives where we just wake up. We just wake up and you're just like, God, I need more meaning. I need to do something with my life. You know what I mean? I had that moment, a couple of years back where it's just like, what am I really here to do? What am I meant to do? And how am I going to get there? Before it was just, we go on the block. We have, whatever time with our friends. And it's just like, that's all we're doing that day. We rarely talk about, money, all of that stuff. It was always talks about girls and how many, people you're talking to, stuff like that. You know what I mean? We had those people. Don't give me that look. We had those people. I'm not necessarily saying it was us, but those are the conversations back then. And then when you wake up, it's just like, how can I get more meaning for myself? How do I find my purpose? So the fun exercise, and of course I'm rambling, you know what I mean? The fun exercise is like if you had to put a grade to how you were doing back then versus to where you're at now, what would it be?
Ooh.
So if we're talking about spiritual, like let's say if we're going back 10 years. 10 years ago, I was 19 years old. I would say my spirituality. Spirituality.
Old ass nigga.
would be a 0. I wasn't doing anything,
A 0?
0.
Oh wow.
What?
I'm being completely honest.
And I was fly with you back then?
0, bro.
You was around me. You wasn't around me like that. Not when
0.
Nah,
What
I was
0.
My grade for my spirit, like being spiritual,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
So you didn't believe in God? Or
I don't think that has. That's a topic in itself.
And I was kind of gonna go a little bit into that with the spiritual. I was gonna, but I'll let you.
That's so yeah, I give it a 0 because I wasn't really doing things that, you know.
How was you around? You wasn't around me like that. That's when you was kind of just on your, you and your you had a couple of white friends and a couple of.
Didn't
Yeah,
I?
a couple of others that I was like, yeah, Pete, I'll catch up with you later, gang. You feel me? Yo, Pete, holler when you come to your senses. I mean, come fuck with the kid.
So yeah, give it a 0 because I wasn't really doing what I needed to do, you know, to align with myself, you know, my higher self. Because of course, when you're that age, you're not really thinking about those things. And finance, I would say, you know, let me give it out of 10. Let me give it a 3. We wasn't really doing, you know, the best with money. You know, we was always just putting our money towards shit that, you know, we didn't really need, or there was just no use for it, just trying to impress others, basically. Self-discipline, I would give that a 2. I'm being completely honest. I'm being
It was
completely
just
honest.
a mess out here, boy.
I was a mess. I was
Yo.
a mess. No, like we laughing, but it is dead serious. Like I
at
definitely.
least you can rate yourself that. So
Nah, yeah, being strictly honest with myself, I was definitely a mess. I was saying things and doing things that, you know, you shouldn't say or do, basically. Hanging around the wrong crowds just to be, you know, one of the cool kids and whatnot, and all of that
Bless you.
stuff,
thanks.
and all that stuff.
All right, so let's see the progression and, you know, how do you stack up now? You know, against
Spiritually, well, yes, I believe in God. I do everything that I should do, whatever that may look like, to be aligned with myself. My values are intact. You know what I mean? So I would give that. And you, of course, they would expect me to say 10, but let's give it a, because there's always room for improvement. Let's give it a 7.
No one expected you to say 10.
Yeah,
You
I
said-
already knew you was. How you go from 0 to 10? Who are you?
Let's give it a 7 spiritually. I'll start with. All right, the last 2 is kind of a little shaky for me. I'll be honest. So finance. I'm paying for some mistakes that I've made in the past. You know, just putting my money towards things that, you know, didn't bring, you know, any profit, didn't, you know, flourish or anything like that. Debt. So, but it's definitely not when I was 19. So
Liability, Larry.
Let's say exactly, you know, more liabilities versus, you know, building assets. Because you know what they are, right? Liability takes money away from you. Assets put money in your pocket.
Why he trying to son you like that?
He ain't tried it sometimes.
That's not what I'm doing.
I know that.
That's not what I'm doing.
No, that's how I saw it.
I mean, we already know the type of nigga you are. So finance, I'll give it a. We could cap it at 50. I'll give it a 5. Because there's always room for improvement, and I'm learning how to be better with money now. Because I need money now. Self-discipline is the biggest one for me. Self-discipline is the biggest one for me for sure. Because there are times that I do say I want to do something and I have the initial motivation to do it and I don't quite get to it. Why would that be? Just complete BSing, honestly. Complete BSing. Like, I set out the time for it. The time comes. I didn't do it. And it's always, oh, I'll get to it tomorrow. I'll do it this day. I'll do it that day. None of those days are
you're a
promised.
liar.
Basically.
Huh?
You're a liar.
I'm a liar? Oh, I got something for you, my boy.
And the worst person to lie to?
It's yourself.
It's yourself. So
I be lying to myself sometimes.
oh, I'm glad you saved yourself for me. I'm glad you saved yourself for me just now.
I could keep it a buck and say I lied to myself.
So what's that number you giving yourself on self-discipline?
Self-discipline.
Can't be more than a 4 if you lying to yourself.
No, it's definitely a 3. It's definitely 3. So I have a
You're not lying to myself.
Wait, it's still a 3. Wasn't it a 3 10 years ago?
huh?
Wasn't it like a 3 10
Yeah,
years
it's
ago?
still a 3. It's
Oh,
still
wow.
a 3. It's still a 3. Completely honest with myself. There's a lot of work that
No progression there, huh?
there's a lot of work that I need to do for myself. And the beauty of it is it's always a journey. Like you gotta just love the journey.
I love that. But I
Just got-
also
Oh, yeah,
I also feel like
it's your turn now.
no, hold on. We're not done with you yet.
Okay, let's go.
Um,
I'm ready for this.
I hear the word journey thrown around a lot. Oh, journey this, journey that.
Mm-hmm.
10 years ago, you were a 3. 10 years later, you're still a 3? What journey is that? Yeah, right. My son went around the block and came back.
Well, it's
What
the-
kind of journey?
the-
What kind of journey are you
Yo.
on?
Within that journey, I believe you're allowed to, try things. And
Oh,
if they
like,
don't work out, trial and errors.
highs and
it could
lows?
be highs and lows. It
Okay,
could be
okay.
a roller coaster
My-
of things,
hey.
moments of things. Point is, I made a lot of mistakes, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
correcting myself for it now.
At least you're acknowledging that.
And that's what counts. I like that. That's love.
Go ahead, gang.
So the topics were spirituality, finances, and self-discipline. Let's go back to 10 years ago. 16-year-old Vlad, just a young man, just wouldn't call myself a young man at that time.
A boy,
yeah.
a damn boy.
A boy.
It's a young boy.
A boy. But you know what though? Spiritually, around that time, obviously not the strongest. But I've always had morals, always had values, always knew that there were certain things I never wanted to do. And there were certain things that were non-negotiable for me. So I'd have to give myself spiritually back then 4.5. 4.5, 5. Only because
Which one is it? Which one is it? Talking about 4.5, 5. Is it either a 4 or a 5? What's up, this guy? Look at him trying to give him the extra. Which one is it? Is it a 4 or a 5? Pick one.
I
Which
give it
one?
I give it a 5. I give it a
Alright.
5. Because at that time, yes, I was praying. I was praying a lot. And I was grounded. I think even at that age,
You said grounded?
I was grounded.
As far as your parents grounded?
No, grounded like with myself, grounded
Okay.
like in what I who I am, what I'm comfortable with. Of course there were challenges. I'm a 16-year-old, and between societal pressures, just being self-conscious about who you are, how you look, there were those things I struggled with, but not to the extent of some of my peers, not to the extent that I've seen other people struggle with, and those struggles drove them to do certain things, drove them to act out of character, drove them to act out of peer pressure, whatever the case may be. So although I did have those struggles, it never made me compromise who I was and my beliefs and my values. So I was always grounded in that sense, and I always take pride in that. Now when it comes to finances, come on, who are we kidding? Like, I had a job and I was using that job just to buy kicks, clothes, whatever my parents couldn't get me really. Pay my phone bill. I wasn't investing or anything at the time.
Because you didn't know, or just because you wasn't doing it?
I didn't know. At 16, investing. No. Let me invest in these J's. Like at 16 years old, that's not something I was thinking about. Definitely not. So financially, I'd give myself like a 2, 3. I was still able
Which
to get
one is it?
2, because I was still able to get some of the shoes I wanted. I was still able to get some of the clothes I wanted. I still had the Lord blessed me with a car. I was still able to move around in that fashion. At 16, I wasn't taking no girls out on dates for real, but the occasional, let's go get some Wendy's and chill in the V. The occasional Dave and Buster's, Buffalo Wild Wings. So I was still able to, as a 16-year-old, I was still able to do certain things, but financially, it wasn't anything substantial. It wasn't anything of real value. So 2, I give myself. And then self-discipline is where it's twofold for me, because Like I told you, I felt that I was grounded and I wasn't willing to compromise on some of the things I believed in, like belief wise, but physically and spiritual. Physically, I wasn't as disciplined as I should have been. I was. I don't know if you guys remember, but I was.
I
Oh,
remember.
we remember. Yeah.
I could,
Yeah, I stopped. Okay, I stopped playing sports, and I basically, I was. My diet took a hit. I was really kind of eating whatever. I wasn't really working out as much, not moving my body as much. Don't get me wrong though, I wasn't no slouch. I was still. I mean, I had some weight on me, but I was able to move. Like, I mean, I was still moving. You feel me?
We didn't.
But so I had to give myself like a 3, when it comes to self discipline. Now let's fast forward 10 years later. I'm 26 years old now.
Can't wait to fast forward.
You have to. We can't dwell on the past for too
Yeah.
long. Like I already said my piece. So when it comes to spirituality, and to Peace Point, when you mentioned when Roby said you didn't believe in God, I think in the spirit it's more to the spiritual than just do you believe in like a creator, morally, values, beliefs. I think all those things tie in, So currently where I am today, there's always room for improvement. I'd give myself about a 7, spiritually. Self-discipline. Oh, I'm sorry. Financially. Financially, I leave a lot to be desired. However, I'm much more aware, and it's a process and it's a progress, and I'm aware of that, and I am taking small steps towards where I want to be. So I'd have to give myself a 7, and I'm about to be super corny.
7,
And 7 self-discipline, a 7 as well. Even though I've made significant strides with my self-discipline, physically, mentally, all aspects of my life, like I've made significant strides. So self-discipline was a huge one, and I'd say 7 all around. 7. Angel numbers.
777s.
777.
777.
I'm a cornball, but yeah.
Yeah. Roby.
Self-discipline.
Mm-hmm. If you want to start at the last one.
I'll start there. That's how I'm looking at it right here.
10 years ago, right?
Yeah, I'm
Like
gonna start
16-year-old Roby?
Yeah, 16-year-old Roby. Self-discipline 10 years ago. I felt like I was just going through the motions when I was 16. Still, I'll take a class and I'll be happy with the minimum. As long as I pass, I'm not striving to do better.
Yeah.
So I'd give myself like a 2.
Coasting.
Yeah, coasting. Finance, I was still getting chicken back then, so.
Oh, excuse us. Excuse us, broke boys.
So, I would give myself like a 4. And I'll give myself 4 because of how I was allocating my money. But,
How were you allocating your money?
Same thing. Clothes, sneakers, jewelry, things to those natures. And spiritually, I'd give myself a 5. Just because I felt like I was in and out. I was equally yoked. So right now, spiritually, I'll give myself a 6.
Fast forward?
Yeah.
Okay.
10 years.
26, okay.
Yeah. I'll give myself a 6. I feel like I tapped into it more. I just bought a Bible. Having the physical copy and doing it on the phone.
Two different things.
And it's kind of intimidating, There's like 1,000 chapters, different books. You get the sermons that talk about one sentence of the whole Bible, and they go deep down into it. So you gotta take your time to read the book. It's not about getting there. It's about the drive there.
The journey.
Yeah, the journey. Finance, I'm still up with the finance.
I love this guy. Yeah, I'm still up with the finances.
Yeah, I'm still up. I've been making more bread than I ever made before. So it's really just striving to continue that growth. So I give myself a 7 day. And self discipline. I feel like throughout the years I had a lot of self discipline. Getting into new activities, more profound to incorporate the system and not try to beat the system. And I strive to get better all the time. So I would give myself a 6.
Okay.
Okay.
Solid. I actually like this conversation. This was a good topic.
No, for sure. And in hindsight, when you put it all in perspective, there's a lot of work that you could still improve on regardless of what your number is. Don't ever think that because you might put yourself at a 9 or a 10 that the work is done. The work is never done.
Bro,
There's always more work to do.
Nah.
Bro,
Sure.
there's always something you can do, and you can keep going until you die.
That's the beauty of life, man. Like every day is a new opportunity to reinvent yourself, improve, whatever the case may be.
Right.
As long as you're above ground, it's a new opportunity.
Word. And you go like 30 miles away, no one knows
Bro,
Oh,
No
you
one
agree?
knows.
nah, for real though.
Who really know you for real?
For real, I moved 35 miles away. Where you from? Rockland. Where's that? Exactly. Like, nah, it's fly though. Yeah.
Don't be afraid to move out.
Yeah,
Go,
man.
go. They're gonna embrace you. The people that you need to know is gonna attract you.
You'll find your tribe. Yo, I know we said 3, but I did want to touch on that tribe one, like that
Like
finding your people,
Brotherhood.
the brotherhood. Just a little bit, just a little bit, because I want to talk about that because when I was 16, there were a lot of people around me. I was in high school. You kind of move with the crowd that you grew up with. You kind of
Yeah.
move with the crowd that you've known the longest, and you see them so often. You see people every day. So it's like, of course, you're going to build a bond. You're going to, but fast forward at 26, your circle just gets smaller. You only align with people that are
Align with you.
like-minded, that are on the same life path, that share the same values, same moral compass.
So I got a question. 10 years ago, you have a lot of similar faces then and now?
Oh, I got brothers that I've known. Pete, 10 plus. You, damn, like easily 15 plus. Probably like
I do like 20 plus maybe.
yeah, like damn near 20 plus. Pete, we're like easily 10 plus. Easily 10 plus.
Past 10.
Past
Yeah.
10 for sure. Is it? I don't know. I don't think it's quite 15, but yeah. And I got 20 plus with a couple people. Those are like my brothers that aren't going anywhere. But yeah, and it's never any beef. It's just a lot of people you just separate. You grow apart, and I still got a lot of love for anybody that you really see me with. It's never been a bad fallout for real. It's just
Definitely
you
not.
grow apart.
Definitely not. And it's no slight to anyone, but the saying is, you're the sum of the 5 friends you hang out with. You hang out with, 5 idiots, you're gonna be the 6th.
Yeah,
You
simple.
hang out with 5 rich people, you're gonna be the 6th. So you gotta like really hone in on who you give your time and energy to. Build that tribe, build that brotherhood. It'll go a long way. Just don't be the type of person who's alone, because you won't survive, man. Let's just be real.
Yeah, there's a saying: if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with the team. Go together. And I think that's one of the things us in our community. We're black. More specifically, we're Haitian. We just want to take things into our own hands. And we don't like to collaborate. We don't like the communal aspect of things. But I really do believe that's really the key to success. Just leaning on each other, finding where your strengths are and applying it. And then if you have a weakness, find somebody in your circle that has that weakness, your weakness as a strength, and then apply it. So I think that goes a long way, man.
And learn from them.
Learn from them, man. Learn
You
from
should
each
be
other.
able to learn from the people around you all the time.
Yeah, man.
They got sauce that they just handing out.
That's
for
it.
us.
One hand washes the other type of thing.
Don't be afraid to ask for help
Yeah, man.
if you need it.
Yep.
On that note, what's the
Question of the day. Question of the day is sourced from Instagram. So I was on Instagram doing my scrolls, and I know. Go ahead. Go ahead.
He was on Instagram screen sucking.
Hey yo, I kicked this back in earlier about the chat GBT. I did, yeah, but I'm a hypocrite. I don't care. All right, so the question is, imagine you walk into a room filled with everyone you've ever met. Who do you look for first? Family excluded.
Family excluded. Who am I looking for first?
Everyone you've ever met, you walk into a room. Who are you looking for first? I like that. Thought provoking, deep.
Family excluded?
No family. I don't like because it's easy to say, when you go family, you kind of, like, I'm looking for my mom. Like,
Yo,
give me something else.
He used to live on Fletcher, and we had like whenever I was around this dude, I don't know if y'all know him, Samuel Bernardin.
I know Sam.
Man,
Yo,
Sam still got hoop dreams.
Yo, Sam is one of the most hilarious people, personnel, individual.
I could FaceTime Sam right now.
Yo, Sam.
I'll find it for you right now.
But yeah, we definitely lost touch too. But if to answer your question, it would be Sam Bernardin, man. And I'm putting this government out there, but that's how much I love that dude, bro. Yo, we got stories on top of stories about this guy, man. But if I had to pick one person, it would be that guy, for sure.
Picking mine. Who am I picking?
It's kind of tough, right? Because you met so many people, like.
Yeah. I have to meet them, right? Like I have to meet them already.
Like you met them.
Yeah,
already?
you met them already.
I met them already.
Everyone you ever met.
Yeah, not no celebrity, not no. You feel me? Not no figure that you know.
You walk into a room. Who's the first person you're walking to?
To be honest, I have no idea.
It's a tough question because there's so many people. I have my answer though.
Yeah, it's pretty easy for me.
Why would I? What's the significance of them if I'm the first person? I don't know who I'm picking for real. Probably the first person I see for real that I know.
I like that PC answer. I see what you're doing here.
Nah, it's not PC. I'm dead ass. Like
you're just gonna work the whole room, basically.
yes, he is. Everybody gather around.
I mean, think about it. You walk through the door, you can see anybody.
Okay. Who's the first person you're finding is the question.
I'm finding.
Who do you go find first?
Let's make it a little easier. Let's say, like, it's already an event, and you know everybody that you ever met is going to be there. Who, before you get to the venue, you're thinking, I have to go talk to that person first. Screw everybody else. You'll get your handshakes, but you'll give that person the warm embrace, the hug. Like, yo, I've been dying to talk to you. My answer is still Sam Bernardin.
Yeah.
I can't even think that far, but I'm gonna say Miss Jackson.
Miss Jackson. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Is there a reason?
I think she had a big influence in my life.
A big one, huh?
Yeah, as far as that year when our senior year, she was very involved, very put together for our team. As far as bringing us out there, I feel like her taking the pictures, her impact on the whole class that year.
Wasn't Miss Jackson the art teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think she had a big impact. What about you?
It was between two people, but I narrowed it down.
You narrowed it down between two people?
Yeah, I narrowed it down.
So it's just one person now, right?
Just one person.
Okay, great.
You answering the question.
If I went into a room with everybody I've ever met and I had to go talk and find one person, it would be my high school coach, basketball coach, Coach Tone. That basketball season was a tough one. Had a losing record.
This is Spring Valley or North?
Spring Valley, sophomore year. And there's a couple reasons for this. One, he taught me discipline. Not that I didn't already know it, but he taught me discipline to like a different degree. Like I'll never forget. I wanted to quit the team at one point.
Oh, so he got you to that 5.
Yeah, he was a helping hand for sure. No, he was definitely a helping hand. Yo, like discipline, structure, just relying on your, like people around you, like your teammates. He really brought that team together because I feel like that team was we were all over the place. Like we had kids that never really played organized basketball before. We had all sorts of things, and just the cohesiveness. We weren't necessarily a good team, but there was a lot of fight in that team. Nobody was in better shape than us because he treated us like we're track athletes. It was nonstop running, and that goes to like me almost quitting because I'll never forget the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday. We went to Chestnut Ridge Middle School. We didn't touch a single basketball. All we did was run. Suicides, ran up and down the bleachers. I was about to quit that day. I swear. Word everything. Dudes was on the floor cramping. Dudes was throwing up. Mind you, this is like the day after Thanksgiving. You just had a crazy meal the night before. He did it on purpose though. Like it was like a mental thing,
Mm-hmm.
So, like if I walk in, I would give him a handshake, and not for nothing, but I wasn't the best player either. But he saw something in me. Like he saw that like I really wanted it, and I really put effort, and he gave me a chance. So it would have to be Coach Tone,
What was your stats that year?
I don't recall. I don't recall. I'm sure they weren't anything crazy. I know for certain. Yeah. But
I could tell you what they were.
It don't matter.
The stats were bench. Yeah, that's what the stats. Every category was bench.
Yeah, but that's not even the point. Like what I just told you. Of everything I just told you, I want to make jokes, and that's the problem right there.
Oh, now we have a fucking problem.
You feel me?
Now we have a problem.
Yeah. Of everything I just said, y'all want to make jokes, but
I'm not gonna lie, that's tough though. Getting all that impact, and y'all ain't win a game.
No, I didn't say we didn't win a game. I never said that. I said we had a bad season. I didn't say we never won a game. Never won a game is crazy.
Yeah, y'all said y'all had the losing record. You said
we had a losing record. That doesn't mean we didn't win a game. Going a 0 donut? That's nuts.
I'll never forget. Record is.
Yo, I'll never forget, bro. We were playing this academy from the city, bro. These guys was whooping us bad. Coach Tone looked at us. He said, "Y'all just gonna let them dance on y'all like that? Y'all just gonna let them walk into the They went to I kid you not, bro. This kid went up for a layup and won. He got fouled. He's laying on the floor. We all thinking the kid dead or something. He laying there. His teammate walk over, pumped his chest. He jumped up. I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh no, this is bad, boy. Coach Tone was like, you see what they're doing? Yo, we went out there, we giving clotheslines, we found. He's like, yo, y'all better go out. He's like, yo, y'all better not go out like that. Man, dudes going up, we pushing them straight up. We almost got into a fight that game, yo. But yeah, man. Coach Tone, man.
Shout out to Coach
Shout out
Tone,
Coach
man.
Tone.
Shout
And he didn't play, yo. Coach Tone didn't fuck around.
Yeah, man.
He didn't play. You didn't play.
Shouts to Coach Tone, man. Shouts to Sam.
Yo,
Shouts to Miss
shout
Jackson.
Sam,
Yeah.
shout Miss Jackson. Yeah, man.
Yo,
Oh man.
Well,
all right, fellas. What
we've arrived.
we got anything for the week? Any announcements y'all want to make?
We got a field day coming up August 31st. Sunday, August 31st. So we're trying to lock in the location, but it's gonna be in the New York metro area, so be prepared.
Tap in, man. Bring out your competitive nature. It's gonna be good vibes, good energy, community.
RSVP gonna be up, so
Yeah. Okay, I like that. Anything else, Pete? You got any photo shoots coming up? You got any?
yeah, this Saturday I got a shoot coming up. Looking forward to that. Getting ready to get it out the way. Provide the.
Whoa, it sounds like
Get it out the way. It kind of sounds like a task. Like
Yeah.
you're not looking forward to it almost.
No, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, maybe poor choice of words. I mean, that's what you guys are just doing that.
no.
No.
I'm serious. You said get it out the way. I'm thinking.
Negativity highlighter.
This guy. No, I'm looking forward to it. Got a couple of shoots. Well, just one shoot. I want a couple more shoots, but we're gonna get out there. We're gonna get this work, man.
We also got Drew and Friends Friday the 8th.
Yes,
so
sir.
pop out to that.
Fly high.
Fly high, Drew.
All right, folks. Great
Hey,
conversation.
hey,
We all right.
hold on. Wait a minute.
Oh, you got something else?
Hey, man, this weekend, nothing crazy. Just my plans for the weekend. Sunday, I'm hitting Dorney Park. Nothing crazy, but it's gonna be some fun stuff with the fam. I mean, with some friends. Nothing crazy.
Nice.
I told y'all boys it's open invite if y'all want to pop out. I mean,
Nice.
go ahead, make your joke. I see you ready. You're itching to make one. Go ahead, make the joke, man. You ready to say something?
We closing now. By the way, I'm going to Donny.
Yo, everybody talking about stuff they got. I mean, so hold on, I ain't gonna be the only one.
You ain't going.
Yeah. Yo, Breach, man.
Breach.